So my name's Mark Robertson.
What is your role at the school?
So I'm the principal of Oakleigh Grammar.
Could you tell us a little bit about how your school differs from other schools and the progressive things about your school?
Sure. So I took over as principal just over 5 years ago, and part of the mandate through the school board was to buy into a significant school improvement agenda. So a strategic plan was developed in a fairly short period of time, but as part of that agenda we wanted to create some learning practices that would really engage our students. So some examples of that will include the Stephen Covey 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. We call it the Leader in Me, so it's a character development program which has been highly successful in the school, and even parents of our children are knocking on the doors to undertake professional development in that particular program. We've also introduced in the middle years, which is often regarded as the most interesting years in terms of their rapid development, and very akin to teen talk, of course, and that is we've introduced the International Baccalaureate Middle Years program. Now that program provides standards at an international level, but it's also a program, from my experience, which assists the students to more engage with their learning and find their learning more meaningful. Often between the ages of 11 and 12 and 16, often the bell curve goes in the opposite direction. So the learning engagement starts to peter out, and then it starts to re-engage around the year 10 level. So I think it's our responsibility in schools to ensure that we have programs that really do tick the interest of students in those particular years. In conjunction with the Middle Years program, we introduced this wonderful program called 9 Ways. And it's reflected not only in the centre that we are in, but more importantly, it has 9 experiential learning objectives. And those learning objectives assist the students to really develop resilience and character that is stemming from the Leader in Me process. In terms of community service orientation, our students are very committed to assisting those in the community that are in need. So we have visits to aged care facilities. We go into different ethnic groups and assist those ethnic groups with different challenges they may be facing. Our school now boasts over 50 different nationalities represented through the city of Monash. 60% of our students are locally residing in the city of Glen Eira and the city of Monash in particular, and the other 40% are coming from far afield. Our reputation is now preceding itself because we are now full at 8 out of 15 year levels introduced within the school. And our Early Learning Centre, for instance, has been full for the past 3 years, and the board has signed off on a building project to expand that particular facility.
Apparently the Year 12s had a muck-up day today. Can you tell us a little bit of what that sort of fun entails for them?
Okay.
Have they all finished their exams, or are they still...?
No, this is pre-examination time, so they're about to start, we call the SWAT vac, or their study vacation, in preparation for the examinations. So just as a point of clarity, we don't use the term muck-up at this school because it has very negative connotations.
Oh, Lee said that to me. I didn't know what it was.
That's all right, because as you know, Linda, in the past, a lot of schools in all sectors have had students who have done the wrong thing in terms of compromising student safety and damaging property. So we don't use the term muck-up, we use the term celebration.
Or break-up day or something like that?
Yes, so some schools may use different terminologies, but technically this is the last formal day of their school, and it's quite emotional for the students because for many of them it's been a 13-year connection to Oakleigh Grammar, that it's had a lot of friendships being developed, a lot of strength of relationship with their teachers, and today they had a lot of fun. We had a jumping castle, and we allowed them to have some water pistols, and that was the extent of their fun. They were having lots of fun jumping on the jumping castle, spraying each other with water, and we finished off with a barbecue at midday, and they've all left, and they'll be back again tomorrow for their final assembly, and on Thursday night we have the graduation dinner. So it's been a wonderful end to the year for them, and we can't wait. The graduation dinner, often referred to as a valedictory evening, is one of my favourite evenings because their parents and the students themselves, the graduates themselves, will come together in a night of celebration. Not just celebrating this year, but celebrating 13 years for many of them, the connection to their school community.
What do you understand about the Teen Talk production show?
Well, my understanding is that it's giving young people an opportunity to express their views in a meaningful way And I think again it really reflects that notion of student voice. I think in our society often that the concept of young people are to be present but not listened to is absolutely the opposite to what Teen Talk's about and to what our school is about as well. We encourage our students to express their views freely. Greece was the birthplace of democracy, and we think that Teen Talk reflects the fact that it gives young people an opportunity to express their views and concerns about their lives and about things that surround them in this world.